Dude, when I put these sunglasses on, I cannot see these monitors. I can see that monitor. Ooh, let's start the IG. Wow, that started instantly. That's cool. 49, 220. Okay, that's good. So I bought it 49.3 today. We'll see if it goes back up to 50, and then I can say, yay, I'm in profit. At least at 49.3 something, I will be at probably like 49.350. I'll probably be in break-even zone. Let's go ahead and refresh the... Hey, Daniel Andersey. Oh, I was just going to refresh the chat, but you said hello. So there's no need to do that. All right, let's start with the ski store near Davos. Interesting article here. Jewish group in Switzerland outraged by anti-Semitic notice at ski store near Davos. Now, I told you that anti-Semitism, you know, the feelings that Jews have that people hate them and discriminate against them based on the fact that they're Jewish, is going to be on the rise for as long as Israel keeps doing what they're doing with America's blessing. Oh, there was something on my nose. Look at that. Right? So I told you, I said, you're going to see a lot more of this. And of course, there's an overreaction to what anti-Semitism is. Well, in this specific case, it's very interesting. And not to read you the article, you can go check it out for yourselves. Just to spit it out, they had been having problems with some of their Jewish customers. And they said that they throw their trash on the ground and they don't pick up after themselves, the Jews. And they said that some Jews came in there and stole a sled from them. And so they said, no more Jews. They put up a sign and they said, no more Jews. And, you know, Jewish group in Switzerland's outraged. Well, you know what? Jewish group in Switzerland, the rest of the world is outraged what Israel is doing to Gaza right now with America's blessing. So you're going to see a lot more of this, and fuck you. And, you know, maybe fucking do something about what your homeland is doing over there. And then maybe we could talk about the problems you're having getting banned from ski resorts. Because, you know, Jews have it so hard, they can't get into a ski resort. Hey, man, try a Gazan who can't get a bowl of oatmeal to survive, to feed their child. You're worried about a fucking ski resort? Here's one for you. Fuck you! Is that good? You like that? I got plenty more today, guys. If you want more of this, you can let me know by giving me a thumbs up on the Rumble, sharing the video out there on social media, get some more viewers in here, let people know we're live. We are now live on the main YouTube channel. So that is a good thing. We've got Daniel Anderson, we've got Steve Running, we've got Tony and Crispy and Karen, and let's see if we got anything going on the IG. Yes, we've got Kind Brew. Hey, buddy. Now, we've got another one. This one comes from the Daily Mail. Now, those of you who watch the show regularly, can any of you tell me what I've told you in the past about that publication called the Daily Mail? Does anybody remember anything that I've ever told you about the publication called the Daily Mail out of the UK? Does anybody remember what I've told you about the Daily... Hey, Bitter, does anybody remember what I've told you about the Daily Mail? Anybody at all? Does anybody at all? Or a clean drink of water, or a drink of fucking. They would take freaking gray water, brother. At this point, you know, they would anything. You know, you don't remember Daily Mail? No, Steve Running. How dare you? Really? Okay. So everybody, pay attention to what I'm going to tell you. The Daily Mail is a huge piece of fucking shit. It's like the Inquirer, but it's worse because fucking cunts like Jimmy Dore constantly use their material and say, oh, here's something from the Daily Mail. Yeah, well, it's all bullshit from that. It's a goddamn Enquirer. If you know the National Enquirer, it's fake news, fake news, fake news. It's actually like so fake they don't fact check anything they say. They put up complete fucking bullshit. Case in point. Here's the title of their article. Military officials, that's a lie. Okay, they are not military officials. Military officials break their silence on UFO interfering with missile. Now, are you ready for this one? Because it's great. You know who debunks that? You know who debunks the title? I want you all to guess, the Daily Mail article here that I'm about to read, I want you to guess who debunks that title. Take a guess. Everybody guess right now. Who debunks the title? It's military officials break their silence on UFO interfering with missile. Who do you think, and it's from the Daily Mail. In the article, who do you think debunks the title? Unconfirmed Slander magazine? No, it's confirmed. I mean, do you want me to Google whether or not Daily Mail has been sued for slander and lost? Or I tell you what, Crispy Cat, you do that. You Google whether or not the UK has ever lost a suit for defamation. No, not Thunderfoot. I'm going to tell you again. In this Daily Mail article that's titled Military Officials Break Their Silence on UFO Interfering with Missile, who do you think debunks the Daily Mail article? In the article. Take a guess. It's not Thunderfoot. It's in the article. So who do you think debunks it? Take a guess. Okay, Crispy Cat's going to go research that. Back to the science. That's a good guess, Kind Brew. No. Guess again. Guess it, Jimmy Dore. No. No, I'm gonna ask you the question again. Listen closely to the question I ask you. Listen closely to the way I word it, okay? In this Daily Mail article, military officials break their silence on UFO interfering with missile. Inside the article, someone debunks the title of the article. In this Daily Mail article, who do you think debunks it? Yes! Steve Running gets it! The Daily Mail debunks their own title. Are you ready? Okay, here we go, folks. I'm going to start reading it to you. Here it is. The U.S. military is in possession of a... Well, first it says military officials break their silence on UFO interfering with missile. Okay? Okay, here we go. The U.S. military is in possession of a video of a UFO apparently disabling a nuclear warhead during a routine test, according to multiple former officials. Former officials. Wait. Former officials? You mean the kinds of guys who are all washed up and their glory days have ended? Glory days! Oh yeah, we used to get girls at bars! Glory days! Oh yeah, we used to drive nice cars! Yeah, but you don't anymore! And now you're desperate to go back to a bar and pick up a woman, and the only thing you need is just a little thing on your phone saying, oh, that's me, look at me on the Joe Rogan Experience, or oh, look at me, the Daily Mail is talking about me. We know what you're doing, you old farts that have nothing left except your stupid lie story. We understand why you're doing it. It's not a big mystery, guys. It's the oldest story in the book. Guy's gonna tell a lie to try to get a woman in the sack with him. It's the oldest fucking story in the book. These guys are guilty of it. It's completely fucking obvious. And the Daily Mail tells you that in the first sentence of the fucking article. They literally tell you they're not military officials. They're former... Oh, and it says officials? Oh, were they officials or were they just former people in the military? Not really officials. You know, officials are the people that speak for the military. That's an official. Right? This is Lieutenant... Does that sound like an official? Lieutenant Bob Jacobs and Major Florence Mansman. Oh, he's a real man's man. That's his fucking name. You cannot make this shit up. I swear to you, that is this fucker's name. His name is Mansman. And it couldn't be any funnier because that is exactly who goes on Joe Rogan to try to seduce him into telling everyone there's stupid, lying stories. It's all mans that come, oh, I'm a man's man. Joe Rogan's gonna love a real man's man. Joe Rogan just loves a good man. You know, oh yeah, Mike Tyson made me scared. Oh yeah, we know what Joe Rogan's all about. You know, he just loves a good alpha male. And anybody comes in there, you know, sure as shit, comes in there and all confident, and he's just like putty in their hands. And I'm not even talking about Joe Rogan. This is the fucking Daily Mail. They're just a rag. But this made it onto MSN.com, guys. So the article was linked through MSN.com. It's not just the Daily Mail. It's who fucking lies through, who's in the telephone line giving you the article. Why would you give us a Daily Mail article on bullshit? This stuff can be debunked so easily. The writer of the article debunked the title of the article, man. It says military officials break their silence. No, they're not officials. They're not even in the military. They're retired. You fucking lying cunts. Fuck you. I kind of held back on that one. I'm holding back on my screams a little bit. Could you tell? I was holding back. Anyway, any questions on the first story yet, guys? You guys liked that first story, didn't you? The second one's going to be good, too. No, that's the third story. No, that was the second story. The third one's going to be good, too. Yeah. Yeah, the third story's going to be good, too. There's too much to put in the title. I had to stop at 2 stories. But, you know, you got to love the ski store. You know, those poor Jews suffering from anti-Semitism can't get a ski slope to save their Jewish lives. Oh my God, we can't ski in the snow! Poor Jews! Really? That's your horror? You got banned from a fucking ski slope? Oh my God, the whole world is coming to an end when the Jews can't ski anymore. Get over it! How about that? Get over it! Quit crying! Why don't you go march for Palestine, you fucking cunts? Go march for Palestine. So, that was a good rant. Good rant. That's all I found on Daily Mail lawsuits. Prince Harry had a lawsuit against them, but it looks like he might have dropped it. I don't know. I didn't read the entire story. That's all I found on Daily Mail. Oh, that's all I found on Daily Mail lawsuits. Oh, I got you. I misread that. You should do Daily Mail slander. You know, Daily Mail guilty of slander. Do you think about that one? Mike Lindell, our favorite My Pillow guy, files lawsuit against Daily Mail. There's one. Ten high-profile defamation lawsuits. Aha. Keira Knightley versus the Daily Mail. Dude, your Google sucks. My Google's way better than your Google. Yeah, I got a lot of Google stuff there, buddy. Your Google's fucking, you've algorithmed yourself out of information, I guess. You probably click on all the wrong links, bro. You've deprogrammed your source. You know? I get it. You click on enough wrong links, man, they're going to stop giving you good information. They're just going to give you what you think you need, you know? I have a feeling why that's doing it. Maybe when you're searching for things, don't be so quick to click on something that's exactly what you want to see, because that's called confirmation bias. And when you feed your confirmation bias, you subtract all the truth out of something, you know. Anyway, the Daily Mail is a fucking rag. It's, you know, literally they tell you military officials. Turns out the guys aren't in the military and aren't officials. It's a fucking lie. So do you understand that? I mean, it's that simple. It's literally that simple, guys. It's not like you gotta walk through a bunch of fucking hoops, flaming hoops, to try to to try to get to the bottom of the rabbit hole. It's not like that at all. It's so superficial, and it is so right there for everyone to see, man. I mean, it is right there on the surface, guys. There's no mystery here. The Daily Mail and the first sentence of an article. Don't read the Daily Mail. If that's a problem for you, if you don't see the issue in that article, just in the first sentence, you're the fucking problem. You're the fucking problem. Because I literally just explained to you what the problem was. And if you're still not grasping it, there's an issue with your inability to comprehend basic shit. Even a child could understand this. Basically like this. You see that book right there? Kid goes, yeah, that's a Bible. Okay. Is it any good? No, it's full of fucking lies and indoctrinates people and makes them kill each other. So, what do you think? Well, that sounds like a shitty book. You got anything better? Sure, any other book on the planet. Here's the Anarchist's Cookbook. Go to town. Okay, you want to go outside? You've been complaining for a while. Okay, go ahead. Your buddy's out there. There he is. Hey, here comes your buddy. Here comes your buddy. Better clear the way. He's coming up. You're in his way. Come on. You're in his way. He's jumping up. You gotta get down. Go on. Go on. Go on. Go, go, go. Go, go, go. Okay. Get out of the way so he can come in. There you go. You want to come in now? I'm dealing with cat traffic here, guys. It's okay. Come on. There you go. We have the thoroughfare. It's all open. Yes. The conductor says you can go forward. Okay, go ahead. Come on in. Okay. Harles, you want to go outside? Harles. Harles. You want to go outside? Didn't my pillow go bankrupt? I wish. No. He's selling cotton fucking sheets now, bro. From, he says, Giza. Giza cotton, bro. And I'm like, that sounds way too close to Gaza. You're an idiot. What a horrible marketing move. Right now, really, while we're genociding Gaza, you thought that it would be a good idea to put the word Giza on your fucking cotton? You idiot. To brag about that? Oh, look at my Giza cotton, everybody. It's Giza cotton. Oh, you're going to love this soft Giza. Look at me rubbing it on my face. Oh, look at this Giza cotton, everybody. It's so soft and beautiful and non-genocidal. What? What? Harley, please go outside. Please, 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 please. Go on out. Go, 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 go. Go. There you go. There you go. Sometimes he has a hard time making up his mind. Oh, fat boy's rolling around in the dirt. Fat boy's camouflaging. Kung Fu Panda style. Fat boy's camouflaging. All right, so yeah, Mike Lindell's an idiot, but check this out. There's a whole bunch of right-wing cunt jobs out there who think Mike Lindell is spot on with all of his misinformation that he puts out there. It's crazy. It's like all those fucking cunts out there who think John Campbell or Robert Malone are geniuses or something that are saving your lives. It's, dude, it's like you couldn't write it any better, except they did. Don't Look Up. It's the perfect movie. It explains exactly how dumb, a good portion of the population really is on this planet. It's like Idiocracy, man, but it's for today. It's like Idiocracy for today. That's what Don't Look Up is. And Idiocracy, covers it really well. They predicted it a long time ago. And they were right. We are dumbing down. We're getting dumber. And these guys that wrote these movies and directed them and acted in them, they saw it coming. They're like, yeah, man, God, imagine where we're going to be in 10, 20 years. We're already this dumb now. We solve all of our problems with war. We're still committing fucking genocides in other countries. We're cooing governments still. God, I've already got a dab ready to go. Unreal. You want to come in? Okay. Come on. Come on. Okay. The Kind Brew. Cheers. Back to the science. JFK joined. Good catch. Homez. Robert. Jeep 2. The halving. Derangement syndrome. Harles is wise beyond his years. Hey, nice. Hey, I made this. Hey, nice to see you. Hope you're doing well. Thank you. Thank you. I made this. Craig Allen, you're back. Craig, I just want to say, I know you were gone from the show for a long, long time, and you've come back recently. And I just want to say, Craig, I really appreciate having you come back and be supportive in the chat as much as you've been doing lately. I also want you to know I do notice that. It does make a big difference. So thank you so much. And as for the rest of you, you know how I feel, man. All of you guys showing up all the time. Token Tony Z over there on Twitter, retweeting all my shit, leaving comments. Thank you for that. I do appreciate it, and I do see it, and I want you to know that. 49, we're about to hit 49.3, guys. When we hit 49.350, I believe I'm in break even on my purchase from this morning. And I told you, as soon as I hit that, I'll be like, hey, look, everybody, I broke even. So that's why I did it. I made an investment this morning. And everyone's like, oh, Nay bought it, and then the price dropped. Yeah, of course it did, because it always does. But, I hang in there, and I hodl. And that's what we got. We got hodl. Okay, so we got 24.50. 24.50. 24.50. 24.50. Right? I'm right. 24.50. Bitcoin is at 49.39. 49.39. Oh, 49.399. Ah, 383. Is 383 your low? No. Is 370.68 your low? No. Is 363.15 your low? $363.15. 363.15 is your low. 363.15 is your low. 360.16, new low. 354. Oh, it broke. Oh, thanks, Tony. I appreciate that. 24.50 is when we're smoking. That's in 5 seconds. No law regarding cannabis. Cheers to all of you. Thank you for watching, and thank you for smoking along. Cheers, everybody. Cheers, cheers, cheers. Cheers, bitter. Beazle. Beazle. All the amenities. $49.3. What did I say? 49. What did I say? 49.350 was I'd be in profit. I can check that purchase. I'll find out the exact price I paid for it. I got 0.05 of a Bitcoin. And the price of Bitcoin, they charged me $37.50 for the transaction. And what? Oh. Show transaction info. Here it is. My exchange rate was $49,320. So my total transaction with the $37.50 fee was $2,537.50. And they got me at $49,320. Bitcoin is now $49,477, guys. You know what that means? It means my $2,500 that I spent this morning, that $37.50, that fee, fucking paid for. You know what's not paid for? The jack. Because when I bought Bitcoin and they charged me $49,320, it was really at $48,800. Remember? Yeah, and then I tried to go over to Cash App, but Cash App wouldn't let me fucking make the purchase. So it said I didn't have enough money in my bank account. So I went back to Cash App. And, wait a minute. That's weird, right? And I tried to get $2,000 worth, and they wouldn't let me. Failed. So it cost me more money, but I don't fucking care because I know that bitch is going up. Cyber. Cyber, you there? You might have.
Yeah.
Oh, hey. I didn't know if you had your speakers on or not.
I had. I was eating.
Ah. Everybody say hello to Cyber.
Hey guys, yeah, I really don't want to turn camera on at the same time. I'm really feel like. I hope that's okay.
Oh yeah. I had over 48,000 on Cash App Bitcoin last year. Edwin says hello Cyber. Crispy Cat says hey brother Cyber. I made this says hi Cyber.
Hey everybody, glad you have on.
So if you can believe that, guys, the reason I do this isn't because I need to make more money. I literally buy all of this Bitcoin to show you guys that it's okay to buy it when it's like this. So if you see me buying like $2,500 worth, and you could be like, well, dude, I just want to get $10 or $20 or whatever. you'll see it'll go up in value. It's better than it's sitting in the bank. So if you had bought with me and you still got jacked like I got jacked, right now, in less than a day, in less than 24 hours, your investment is starting to make you money. It's going up in value. Remember, it was $49,350. Is that what it was? I can't remember. Did anybody listen to me when I told you what I bought it at? Bitter says hi, Cyber. Token Tony Z, hi, Cyber.
Hey, Tony. Hey, everybody.
530. 49,530. Can you believe this? Look at this thing. All right. What do we got going on here? Look at this. We got this bong here. This bong. All right, everybody cheers. No law regarding cannabis.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers. Cheers, everybody. I always forget to set up the Rumble chat. Oops. I like the setup. Everything. Looks good.
Yeah, it's nice.
Thanks. I might just take that Bitcoin window in. I want to build a gazebo next to the creek and podcast from there sometimes. Wouldn't that be fucking cool? I used to have a deck that went over that creek, but the gardener that was here when I was in Cal, I had no idea this happened until I came back. Like 4 or 5 years ago to visit for 2 weeks, and then it was gone. My deck had been ripped out. That motherfucker ripped my deck out. He told my mom that it was rotten and they just had to get rid of it. And I'm like, why didn't they just replace the wood that was rotten? And she's like, he said it was beyond repair. I'm like, yeah, he also did and said a million other fucking stupid things around here, fucking all methed out. Don't get me fucking started. You know? So it's gone. The deck is gone. It was called Ben's Landing. I still have the sign, Ben's Landing. Bitcoin Pump says bull market money. 50K coming back. $436.21. Well, I saw a huge double bottom this morning, and then I had to refresh the chart. Found out I was looking at an inaccurate chart, which refreshed, and then started to form another double bottom. Anyway, so luckily the double bottom formed, and a lot's happened since then. It got all the way down to 48,500. A little lower than that. How do you buy Bitcoin? Do you DCA every week, or do you time the market? Yeah, I recommend that people time the market and buy when it's down. That's what I recommend. Get it at points when you see it's lower. And luckily we were able to buy in this dip. You know, we had the timing right. It's just I was getting really bad deals. It was the it's just the greed of these corporations. They jack up the price so much. They look like they're giving you a reasonable fee, but then you look at where the price is when you want to buy it and what they're telling you they're going to charge you the price is. And they charge you at a rate that's $500, up to $500 more. But I don't know how much I don't know how much that affects your purchase. Really, I don't. I would only know how much that affects your purchase if you were buying a whole Bitcoin. Then it would be completely obvious and easy. If you were buying a whole Bitcoin and they were charging you $400 more, say, than the price of a Bitcoin, then it would cost you, you know, $53,400. But when you break that in half, like let's say you're going to buy half a Bitcoin at 25,000, 25, 26, 27, 28. Oh, no, not thousands. What am I thinking? It's hundreds. I got it all wrong. It's 49.4. 5, 6, 7, 8. So 49.8 would be what you would pay for a Bitcoin right now if you're getting a whole Bitcoin. That would be pretty easy to figure out on a whole Bitcoin. But then when you start, you're trying to figure out, well, I'm only getting $2,000 worth, so how much of a difference does it really make? It's not costing me $400. I'm only spending, say I'm spending $100, or even $2,500. But what does it cost? I don't fucking know how to calculate that. But that's where they get you. And it's funny to say that, but at the same time, it's completely accurate. They give you this little fee and they really get you on what they're quoting the price of Bitcoin to be at that moment that you purchase it. And I'm sure it works exactly opposite against you when you go to sell it, right? What's my balance at now just for Bitcoin? How much Bitcoin do I hold? $8.02. Now a little bit more because I got 0.05 today, right? So now 8.07. It's like I'm hearing something fucking. Oh, it's the cats playing in this little tunnel. This little crunchy tunnel, right? Crunchy tunnel. It's the crunchy tunnel. It's the crunchy lighty. The lighty crunchy tunnel. How do you buy Bitcoin? I already answered that. Gonna go to Subway. Capper, what's up, buddy? It's highway robbery. Hey, get the tuna with bacon. It's Subway. What's your balance? So we answered that. Okay, so we're all caught up on all the chats. Why don't you guys chat at me, dudes? Anything else you want to talk about? Because there's a lot of you here, man. There's a lot of you here. "34 people watching, guys. Across all the channels, 34 viewers. So, Hey, man, I think some notifications just may have gone out, too. So please give me some thumbs ups on the Rumble, guys. Thank you for those. Holy shit. Yes. 6 thumbs ups. Thank you, guys, for all of those on Rumble. Yes, yes, I appreciate that. Okay, just want to say that I love this show. Edwin Sparks. Hell yeah. Well, we've got more stuff to cover, actually, man. Is that more notifications coming through? Holy shit. I don't know if it's me or someone else. 52 minutes ago. Yeah, man. You guys might remember me getting poisoned with Delta 8 about 2 years ago. And I was poisoned for about a week. You guys remember that? And every time I smoked cannabis, after that, I felt sick and I could only smoke a little bit. I didn't know what the hell it was that they did to me, but it wasn't just from a cannabis plant, you know, obviously. So I guess it was Delta 8, and I smoked like a hash version of it. Big old chunk, a big old cube of it. And we got high on the show, ended the show, and then I realized that I wasn't gonna come down off of whatever this shit was. I could feel it. And I knew something wasn't right. I knew something wasn't right. It wasn't normal. And for the next several hours, you know, I was basically on this, having a really bad reaction to this fucking toxic bullshit. Yeah, well, see, that's just it. Is I was sampling a bunch of different stuff on that show, and I'm pretty sure I know what it was that did it to me, but I don't know what it was called. I mean, I know what the product looked like. You know, and I still have it. That shit is fucking poison. One day I'd like to get it tested. That's why I kept it. You're not the only... No, that's my point, Edwin. In here in Florida, emergency room... There's been a massive uptick in these Delta 8 poisonings in emergency rooms here in Florida. Why does Delta 8 do that? Because these motherfuckers, who knows what they're doing, Kepper? I have no idea. I don't know what the chemical process is. I don't know how they're doing it or what's going on. If they use other things. Oh, we need a catalyst, so we're putting this in there. You know, whatever. Who knows? Yeah. Yeah, they synthesize it. Whatever the fuck. I'm telling you guys, 7-8 days I was fucked up. It took a long time for the effects of it to wear off. And it wasn't like being stoned or being high. It was just like being incapacitated. That's all it felt like. Like, you know, you wouldn't be able to function normally if you had to. Yeah, like poison, Kepper, exactly. It's like freaking a poison. I volunteered myself to test this shit, not realizing what I was getting myself into. I just thought, hey man, if it's anything cannabis related, I could smoke it or whatever the fuck it is. I'm sure it's no problem for me. Because, you know, what's it going to be more potent? Yeah, well, I was definitely disabled. Piggy0145, what's up? Alright, so... Fat boy by the lime tree. Oh, he's hunting the bushes. He's hunting. He's hunting the bushes. Where the little birdies flitter around. Oh yeah, there's a little one right there. I see one right in front of him. Go get a mole, bro. Like a hawk. Go get you a mole. Dude. That video I put up on YouTube of that hawk, hey Pinoy, of that hawk getting that mole. If you pause the video right when the hawk lifts the fucking mole up out of the ground, you can fucking see the mole, dude. It's fucking crazy in the hawk's beak. It's pretty good. It's a pretty good video. It's called Hawk Spots a Mole. I think that's the name of the video. It's like the hawk totally looks all the way behind his head. He turns his head all the way around. Like, I can only turn my head this far. An owl, you know, could turn their heads around really far. Fucking hawks can turn around 180 degrees, bro. Just zoop, totally look straight behind them. And then look up and around behind them while their head's turned around backwards. It's like on a swivel. It's on a total, like, fucking swivel. Their head. It's fucking crazy. And that's on that video, too. Like, two or three times that hawk does that shit with its head. It's a really good video. It got a lot of views already, actually, that one. Let's see if I can pull this up here. Okay, let's see. Your videos. How about that? Hawk spots a mole. 4 minutes and 20 seconds of HD fucking. Okay, let's try this one. Can't really see it, huh? Oh, I see. But there's nothing there. That kind of sucks, dude. Why is it doing that, man? Just go away. Make a new one. Watch, this thing's going to spin its head all the way behind it. Look. Wait, it's going to do it again. It'll do it even more. Happy 710, everybody. He might be looking at the mole right there. Look at him looking behind himself right there. Yeah, I think he's looking at the mole right there. Because that's where he's going to fly to here in a second. Yeah, here he goes. There it is. Boom. And he swallows it. Just like that. Dude, I've told people about that so many times, and now it's like on video. It's so cool. Oh, cat. Oh, cat. Oh, two cats. One cat, two cat. Red cat, blue cat. 49,670. Holy shit. Here we go, guys. It's happening live on this show. 49,669. 49,673. Oh, welcome back. That's exciting. Right? We're going to shoot straight up to 50,000. That would mean that if you had purchased at 49,000 and it goes up to 50,000, depending on what you bought, it doesn't really matter. You'd be making fucking money. You definitely, your value would be up considerably. I don't know where Hippie Chick is now, but I'd love to know where her Bitcoin is. CJ Hill, I smoked half a joint one time of it. I did get high. I didn't get the taste myself. I just threw it out the window on the highway. Right on. It was. Okay. There's. It is poison. Is that the same trash or different? It says non-psychoactive until decarb or vaped in the precursor. Jesus. Rockin' for anti-inflammatory toxic use. I got my hair cut. I wonder if I've had any and not known. Kepper, I don't know. It was straight garbage. I mean, this shit made me sick for a week. Every time I smoked cannabis for a week after that, it made me feel the same way. It was horrible. And it was that shit. And it took that long for it to get out of my psyche. It was fucking, bro. It wouldn't clear out. Why is that? What the fuck are they giving you that it doesn't fucking clear out? You know?
Like Ohio and Michigan and Pennsylvania, And that really matters because in some of those states, the support he has lost is greater than the margin of victory he had in 2020, just from that constituency.
Will it carry over, though?
Problem for him. So he wants the war to be over soon.
Like to the election?
Over. He at least wants it to move to a much lower intensity of day-to-day fighting. He's not calling for a ceasefire, but he is calling for a shift in operation. And he also doesn't believe that the Israeli government has a strategic goal in mind when they say destroy Hamas. They're trying to figure out, well, to what end? Like, what does it mean to destroy Hamas? And the Americans dealt with this after 9/11. It's a war on terror. What does it mean to win against terror, right? I mean, it's very hard to destroy an idea. And Hamas is as much a movement, a political movement, as it is a terrorist organization. And it's really hard to destroy. You can kill the leaders, though they haven't yet. But it's really hard to destroy Hamas and not have something come up that is just as problematic with even more supporters a year later or 3 years later. Now, I also understand that part of the reason that there's so much opposition to Israel is because there's just a lot more Muslims than Jews in the world. I mean, you've got well over 1 billion Muslims, and you've got, 20 million Jews or whatever. I mean, it's just not, it ain't close. And I mean, you look at the algorithms of TikTok and you see what the young people are digesting on social media. It's overwhelmingly pro-Palestine. It's overwhelmingly anti-Jewish. And anti-Semitism is a thing, and it was growing significantly even before all of this. And
yeah, so you've got a report before October 7th that I was like, what? It had not made my radar. Why do you think it was going up before their response to the attacks?
I think social media was a big component of it. I think
social media, though, push an anti-Semitic stance.
Traffic in white nationalism, traffic in anti-Semitism, making it so much...
It sucks that there's, like, really strong reasons for both the far right and the far left to hate Jewish people. Like, the far right, obviously, I don't actually even know.
I don't know why the right hates him, they just hate him.
Helps them. I don't know, because they need people that are, like, in charge and part of the deep state, and I guess Jewish people just serve that role well. I feel like the far right could drop off that idea. Like, I don't
they
think it's
control
really
Hollywood.
shit off of anti-Semitism, but they do for some reason.
Says Jimmy Dore.
It's not politically savvy to do so. But for the far left, I think that if you obsess over that oppressor-oppressee colonial dialogue, that those dialectics, you get obsessed with Israel is the oppressor, Israel is a Western colonial state, Israel's engaged in apartheid, Israel is evil against brown people. Like the left has the far left, the very far left is like their justification. I guess the right doesn't. I just don't know why. I don't know. Do you think the far right's hatred is more than the left? Yeah, because I think the left hates them for like secular reasons. The right hates them for like really weird and stupid conspiratorial reasons. It's just not. I just don't think it's not politically necessary. I'm just thinking purely from like a strategic point of view. Just cringe.
The attacks.
I think social media was a big component of it. I think
social media, though, push an anti-Semitic stance.
Traffic in white nationalism, traffic in anti-Semitism, making it so much easier. You're not going to a physical meeting. You're digesting this information yourself. A lot of people don't want to do this sort of stuff publicly. You're making it so much easier for people to blame the Jews for stuff. People that might have some of those thoughts occasionally internally that they don't share, and suddenly they have a Reddit board that they can connect on. Suddenly they have memes that they can post and listen to, that people they can follow. I do think that matters a lot. So, I mean, clearly, I think that's a big piece of it. And I mean, you look at, that crazy person behind the Tree of Life massacre and what he was digesting. You look at, whenever you see the manifestos that are being put together by so many of these people that are engaging in mass shootings, and you find that their minds have been filled with this incredibly horrible disinformation, great replacement theory, and all of this stuff. And, okay, it's not all social media. Well, I guess Tucker Carlson's on social media now. But before that,
Thomas Sowell said one of the reasons Jews are persecuted is for being successful minorities. But what about like Chinese in the United States? I don't think conservatives or far right people are anywhere near as obsessed with them.
He was on Fox.
49,700, everybody.
I don't think. Maybe historically that's true, but I don't think for modern far right movements, I don't think that's true. I can understand. Oh, he's saying that's why the left does it. Oh, maybe.
Disinformation, great replacement theory, and all of this stuff. And okay, it's not all social media. Well, I guess Tucker Carlson's on social media now, but before that he was on Fox, and he was part of it too. There were a lot of people that were trafficking in incredibly anti-human and truly dangerous information and motivating angry young people to become far more toxic. I think that's what we're looking at.
Okay, so then I have a really simplistic take, but I think this is bulletproof on not how you get to stopping the current conflict between Israel and Hamas, but what the solution must be. I think by its nature, the following statement is true. The only way you're ever going to end that conflict is to create a situation where Palestinians have so much economic opportunity that they believe...
How come international law feels so toothless sometimes, but post-World War II world is much more stable? I don't think international law is toothless. Here's something that I found while reading the Israeli shit, which feels kind of lame, and it feels stupid, so I'm doing like I'm so smart and no one else understands or blah, blah, blah. But I mean, you guys are smart too, because you're part of this. You have the world of... You've got like... actually... I guess Hillary Clinton put it best. You've got like a public position and a private position.
Right.
The public position is kind of what you tell everybody, the private position is like
Tell
what
your
the politicians
donors.
actually try and do. The problem is that the public is stupid. They're just dumb. They're simple. They fall prey to a whole bunch of like dumb, mean political tricks and rhetoric and blah blah blah. The public are dumb, but in a democracy, and this is probably a good thing, in a democracy, private people, and even to some extent in authoritarian dictatorships, your politicians get their mandate to rule from the public. In a democracy, that's directly true. In a dictatorship, it's true because if you lose too much public support, then you're going to get coup d'etat. So what happens is you live in a world where you have to maneuver through things that are happening in the real world, but you also have to play this separate game of what do I tell the public to get them off my back, basically. And this is the art of politics, basically.
No shit.
So something that I brought up earlier, if you've heard me make these arguments before, a lot of times people, let's take the 6-Day War, for example, okay? I've argued with, I think, Axel, with a bunch of other people, I've argued a lot for the 6-Day War that Egypt and the surrounding Arab states were readying up to attack Israel. That Israel's preemptive attack, I think, was easily justified because it was obvious that the Arab states were going to attack, right? That was the interpretation I had prior to reading this book. Maybe my opinion will change back. Now, when I look at the situation, having even more context, it seems like what actually happened was the countries surrounding Israel were basically playing a dangerous game where the public is looking at their leaders and they're saying, we need you to do something, right? So in Jordan, Hussein, King of Jordan. It's Hussein the First, Abdullah, and then Hussein the Second, right? And then Abdullah the Second. There's literally like 3 names to these stupid fucking kings. Or is it Abdullah, Hussein, and then Abdullah the Second? Like actually cringe shit. Okay, Abdullah was assassinated by a Palestinian. Go figure. Talal, no one cares about. And then we've got Hussein. Then we got Abdullah the Second. Okay, Abdullah the Second. So, okay. I need to remember. I always mix up the Jordanian kings. Sorry. So, in the country surrounding Israel, Hussein is losing legitimacy because his public hates him. Because they're arguing for fights with Israel. This is back when Jordan had all the West Bank, and Jordan doesn't want to go to war with Israel because they don't know if they can win, and they've got issues at home, and it's just a lot. They've already absorbed all these Palestinians. It's rough, right? So what does the king do? Incidents happen where Israel is attacking and doing these reprisal attacks on these Palestinians. Israel is attacking into Jordan. Jordan's getting fucked, but Jordan doesn't want to go to war. So what does the king do? Well, I can't go to war. I know I can't go to war. Well, what does the public think? Okay, well, I'm going to go call out another leader. I'll call out Nasser in Egypt, okay? I'm going to call out Nasser. I'm saying, Nasser, you pussy-ass bitch motherfucker. You're a dog of the UN, okay? Pan-Arab state, you've got UN peacekeeping forces all along the Sinai, okay? And Israel is fucking us up. Why don't you do something, you coward fucking cuck? And Nasser looks, and he's like, okay, well, I've committed 70,000 troops to an unironic fucking Vietnam in Yemen. My shit is fucked. So,
No, all you're gonna do is choose everybody.
He's not ready for war with Israel, right? He can forge an alliance with the Syrians, and even with Jordan, but like they probably can't. So but you can't say that publicly because now the Jordanian king has cucked you. Now you're fucked. Now you actually do look weak. So what does he do? Okay, well fuck it. He expels all of the troops from the Sinai, and now he starts setting up Egyptian fortifications and he mobilizes his army there. It's like, okay, well look at me, look what I've done. I actually have done this. So fuck you. Look, we're ready. We're gonna kill every blade of grass we see a fucking Jew behind. We're gonna kill all these Israeli people. Blah 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 blah. Right? So, and then in Syria, Israel and Syria are fighting back and forth over and over and over again as this conflict happens as well. So,
all right, everybody, I'm out of here. Thanks for watching. Cyber, take care. Everybody, take care. Peace. I'm at Nate's Garden on Twitter. Yeah.